So, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. And so I just approached you. How did I approach you just now?
Well, I was just walking down the street and you just asked me if I could answer a couple of questions and I agreed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what's the topic that we're going to be discussing today?
So we're going to discuss mental health, my feet, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember the third.
Reflexology.
Yeah,
Reflexology.
reflexology.
Okay. And yeah, so how do you feel about your feet, first of all?
Honestly, I feel like it's the most underestimated part of our body and we don't take care of our feet as we're supposed to. We don't even know that at some stores they have shoes for wider feet, for thinner feet, so it'll fit better to you. We don't get into it.
Absolutely.
We just go for fashion, but not for whatever is needed.
That's absolutely, that was well said. Yeah, a lot of people don't pay attention to that. A lot of us are just out here just for style, and we don't actually take care of something that actually keeps us grounded,
Yes.
like to the earth, and is like important for balance and things like that. So
And then down the line, you get bunions, you get all types of things and pains, and yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. All right. And so, how often do you ever get compliments from anybody about your feet or anything like that? Does anybody
Honestly,
ever?
no.
No.
Like, hardly anybody cares about this.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. How often do you go get pedicures and things like that?
Probably every 2 months.
Every 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nice. And
Not a pedicure, a cosmetic pedicure.
Okay.
A medical pedicure. That
Me-
they cut your nails.
What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, if you go to the beauty salon or whatever, yeah,
Mhm.
they do the massage and they scrub your feet for to clean all the whatever like
Dead skin.
dead cells
Yeah.
and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah. But if you go to a medical pedicure, they will check and make sure you don't have any fungus, any
wow.
infection, that your nails are not getting that are cut properly and right, and they don't hurt your toes.
Oh wow. I this is the first time that I've ever heard about. I'm glad that we actually got an opportunity to discuss this because I had never heard of a medical pedicure before. So like you learn something new every day. Absolutely. I'm so glad about
So
that.
people usually go to medical pedicure when they say, well, I'm diabetic, okay, I'm gonna go to a medical pedicure. But we should go to a medical pedicure to check and see, make sure we're cutting your nails right, and that we don't have, like I said, any infection in your nails or your toes, that you're not developing any bunions or anything like that, that you can
Absolutely.
identify early and don't suffer for the pain.
Absolutely. So you only get medical pedicures?
Yes,
You never
I
get
don't get.
Do you paint your own nails?
No,
No?
I
So
don't
you go
do my
all
nails.
natural?
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
because if you use nail polish or gel or gelish or acrylic nails, underneath that, you're holding a lot of bacteria,
Oh wow. Okay.
humidity and all that, and yeah.
Wow. This is educational for so many people like right now. Seriously, like it's going to be very educational for a lot of people. How would you feel if you did get compliment? Because first of all, how often do you wear like open-toed shoes, sandals?
All summer, every
All
year.
summer?
And
Okay.
at home and with some friends
Okay.
year round, because sometimes at their homes they don't like using the shoes.
Uh-huh.
So as soon as you get to their home, you take them off.
Okay.
But yeah.
And so how would you feel if like a guy complimented you about your feet? Like if he said, "Hey, you have nice feet" or whatever. How would you feel about that?
I would feel good about it. It'll be a little. I'll be a little ashamed because it's not like. I'll feel like they're judging me. Like they're looking at your feet. But I mean, it'll feel good.
Okay. And how would you feel if a woman complimented you? Like if a woman
It will be.
passed?
Yeah. I'll
Pretty
be
much
like,
the same?
Yeah, sure. No.
It'd be different.
Yeah, it'll be different.
Okay. Now, why is that? Why would it be different?
It is uncomfortable when they go straight to, your arm looks so pretty. Like, why are you looking at my arm?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Okay.
But it's different if a man approach you, you look really good. Like, a whole, not a specific part of your body. And
Absolutely.
then within women, we talk about a lot of things in particular, so it's more comfortable, I would say. It could be a taboo, it could be, I don't know, but it's more comfortable with females.
Absolutely. And so we already talked about the compliments. How would you feel? How do you feel about somebody who's into feet, right? Because we have people like that who are into feet. How do you feel about that? Like people like who want to give you a foot massage, rub on your feet, kiss on your feet, smell on your feet, different things like that. How would you feel about that?
I would feel very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't let them do it.
Okay. So if you were dating somebody, you wouldn't feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I want, but not daily. Like,
Yeah.
some people get so obsessed with that.
Absolutely.
No. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you can do it once in a while, or, but not.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be my main.
Absolutely. I talked with a young lady who was talking about it's okay as long as they're not fixated, because there's a difference between like if you're just liking me because of that, or are you liking me because of the whole, and that's just a part of me. So that's absolutely like a good point that you just made right there. Okay, and so on camera, can we see what your feet look like up close?
Sure.
Okay. And can you leave the socks on for now and just put both feet up over here? Okay. And so it looks like you have great toe alignment. Like your toes, they go in a symmetrical order. So that looks nice. Okay. Can you lay them out flat? Your legs out flat? Okay. How you feeling right now about this?
A little weird, but it's
Oh. Why do you feel weird about it? It's because it's something uncommon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never expect it.
Okay, and can you take off your socks now? And she says she rocks the Au Naturel. Can you take off the Au Naturel? They look nice.
Thank you.
It looks like you take care of them, like you said.
Yeah,
Not
I
bad
try.
at all. Can you lay your... Yeah, there you go. They look very nice. What size shoe do you wear?
7.
Can you leave them here and then make a fish? Size 7, does it vary, like, depending on what you're wearing? Or is it always a 7 pretty much?
It's always the 7 pretty much, but on like stilettos, it's a little bit 7.5 or 6.5 because of if it's wide.
Oh, leave your feet, because we're going to go through one more exercise, so I just
Okay.
need you to leave them out. So you said it depends on,
It depends on the shoe, yeah.
so like a heel or...
Like the heel or the sandals. Sandals, I usually get them a little bigger, so like
Yeah.
don't feel like stepping
Okay.
on the street.
Nice. Okay. And so let me throw in the mental health aspect of why I started this. So during quarantine, like I was watching a lot of YouTube, probably like what a lot of other people were doing, YouTube, Netflix, things like that. I came across this guy's channel who was kind of doing something similar to this, a little bit different. And he was approaching women, talking about this, and there were a lot of people who hadn't talked to anybody in months, like just been locked away, haven't talked to anybody. And so it was like bringing forth like a lot of mental health things, like about people like not being able to communicate, because we're meant to be with other people, right, to communicate and work together. So it was very interesting. So I decided to start doing this. One of the things he mentioned was DBT. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Do you have a therapist?
No.
Okay, so it's called dialectical behavioral therapy.
Okay.
So for example, let's say you have a fear of approaching strangers, right? You're not comfortable with the feeling. What DBT teaches you to do is to constantly put yourself in that situation of feeling uncomfortable, with the idea being, as soon as you feel that emotion and that thing that's telling you to like move in the opposite direction, to try to cope with it the best way that you can, because you may be preventing yourself from a pleasurable event, meeting somebody nice. And so that's why they try to push you that way. So for me, I almost drowned as a kid, so I have a fear of like being submerged into like large bodies of water. After watching this guy's video, I started trying to like put myself out there more. And guess what? Like I've gotten over the first hurdle of that fear, and it's a lot better now. So what do you think about that?
I mean, now that you explained it, it's a good technique, and we should practice it more instead of just run away from our fears and whatever makes us a little bit nervous or uncomfortable. We should try to work on it, because if you don't get out of your comfort zone, if you don't try, you will never know what would be on the other side.
Absolutely. That's so true. And like I said, this helped me a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's helping a lot of other people. And so I'm out here now trying to like do this to try to give back and try to see like the type of people that I interact. Like I just learned something new from you by being out here talking to you, and I wasn't gonna approach you at first. Like I saw you walking by, I was like, I don't know. And at first you look like you were gonna say no, and then you're like, Yeah, sure. Let's go. And so it's really cool. Like think about if you would have said no, or if I would have not approached you, like we would have missed out on the opportunity of getting a chance to talk to each other. So for me, it's really good to like kind of meet people like you who are like really cool. You gave me some information that I never knew about medical pedicures. If you guys haven't heard about that, you know, you need to jump out there, like she said, try to get that done as much as possible to try to like alleviate any problems down the road. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's get into the reflexology portion, okay? So do you know anything about reflexology?
No.
Okay. Reflexology is like the study of like different points in your hands and your feet that correlate to different parts of your body, right?
Oh, I see.
So basically, like we have pressure points in those different areas, and
Like
basically,
acupuncture and all that.
yes, there you go. And so basically, the type of pressure we like apply there can like relieve different tension and things in the other parts of our body. So, how ticklish are you?
Very. On my feet.
Scale of 1 to 10.
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay, can we test it out?
Sure.
Okay, all right, here we go. So I'm gonna give you a countdown to 3. And
You're gonna touch my
yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, no. I can't.
Is it really bad? Can
Yeah.
you hold for 10 seconds?
Sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Where is it more ticklish? Here?
Oh my god,
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the other foot, okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And which one is more ticklish?
They're both the same.
They're both the same? Okay. Not bad. Okay, so here we go, wrapping up. Last couple of questions that I have for you, okay? First of all, how was my approach?
It was excellent, very friendly, and I didn't feel like it was aggressive or anything. That's why I agreed on talking to you.
Absolutely. Now, do you think that there's anything that I can do better, like in terms of my interview, like anything? And I want any feedback that you can give me, like any feedback
No, I think
to
it's
help
very
out.
good because you make us feel very comfortable.
Okay.
And able to open honestly.
Okay.
It's not like you're not pushy. You're not. Yeah.
Appreciate
I think
that.
It's really good.
Appreciate that. Do you mind if I get a couple more shots after I end this video?
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
cool. And so, do you have any last words to say before we?
Well, this was so unexpected. Never thought I was gonna do this, but I hope whatever I said is helpful to someone out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.